Hi, I'm Coach Brian Poole, and this is the National Trail High School eSports orientation for parents and new players. I'm going to go over both the sports and the way our practices and competitions work here at National Trail. So, eSports is a affiliated with an organization called eSports Ohio. Their website is esportsohio.org. It is a nonprofit organization that runs and facilitates all of our esports here at National Trail, or statewide. Those are the connection points for them as far as Twitter, the web, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Facebook, all the ways that you can find out what's going on with eSports Ohio. So, esports are electronic sports. They're competitive games that are played as a team, that you're in competition with people in around the world, but in our case, just in the state of Ohio. Esports at National Trail is a sport. Students can get a varsity letter in it, a JV letter. They have to maintain the same academic eligibility as if they were in any other sport. And to be in it, we ask and we require players to commit to it just like they would any other team. You can't haphazardly show up to esports practices and expect to win or expect to even play. And in some cases, we'll get kicked out of the league if you don't show up. So we're going to go over what the dates and times are, and if those don't fit in a player's lifestyle or that of their parents to be able to support that, then they need to probably say from the get-go that, hey, I just want to come and practice. I don't want to be a part of the competition team, because we have to practice in order to win. The Vision Esports Ohio basically is to enhance a positive educational opportunity and to allow students of all different areas as far as athletic ability to compete and be part of a team and an organization. There are a lot of positive things that come from esports. Obviously, we want to be more inclusive. We want to allow students to have other options for extracurriculars. We want to have a positive culture and have them get a lot out of being in esports. There are a lot of positives that come from being in esports and associated with any sport in general. And these are just some of those things that come about from being in an esport, and some of the positive things that students get out of being part of a team and being part of esports in general. Esports is big. There's over 200 teams in the state. We compete with a vast majority of them from all over, although most of our matchings, they try to do them regionally, so we mostly play people in the Southwest region. There's over 1,200 players, and they're both varsity and JV opportunities and club opportunities in esports. There are scholarships all over the place available for players that get good at esports. And this is a look of the timeline for this year, and I'll have to obviously update this in subsequent years' recording. So basically, we practice Monday through Thursday from 2:45 to 4:45 with parent pickup out front at 4:50. On competition days, or I have it as meet days on this, it's from 2:45 until the competition ends. We have to begin competition by 4 p.m. because some schools are on a late schedule and they don't actually get out of school till 3:30. So many times we don't get started until 4. If that's the case, depending on the sport, we might not be done till 5:30. We've been done as late as 6 o'clock, and players are expected to communicate times with their parents. I also have a email that I send out when we're running late to let parents know as far as pickup times, and I'll also send out links to other ways that you can follow us. And we also stream many of our things. This on the right-hand side is the timeline for this particular season. You can see that it opened up registration on August 1st. We had a coaches meeting just a couple nights ago. and the registration closes on the 15th with our first competition really starting on the week of the 25th. Now, there's a competition almost every week, and we're done with the regular matches by November 6th, and then there'll be quarterfinals and semifinals and finals after that if we're lucky enough to make it to those and those. So these are the sports and when their primary practice days are. So if you look at Monday, the two teams that participate on Monday or compete on Monday are Fortnite and League of Legends. That means they're grouped with the Tuesday people. That means they will compete on Monday and practice on Monday and Tuesday. So that anyone that's in Fortnite or League of Legends is expected to be there both days, Monday and Tuesday, but does not have to come on Wednesday and Thursday. They'll be a slightly later for competitions, possibly on Monday once the season start. And the same thing goes for Tuesday players. Players that are on Overwatch or chess will compete on Tuesdays and practice on Mondays and Tuesdays. And you can see the other ones. Wednesday competitions are Rocket League, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Apex Legends. And they will then compete on Wednesday and practice on Wednesday and Thursday. And then Valorant and Mario Kart are on Thursdays. They will practice on Wednesdays and compete on Thursdays. The reason they're split up like that is so students can be part of two different sports, or in the case of those students that are splitting sports, they can only be part of one and will be gone the other days. For instance, we have a bunch of band people playing Super Smash. So they are expected to be at band on Monday and Tuesday and be at eSports on Wednesday and Thursday. And on the practice day, they leave us at 4 o'clock if they're doing dual sports and go to the other sport. There have been times where we've allowed band members to schedule a different day, and I'll talk to them. I've had some band people already approach me about practicing on Monday and competing on Wednesday so they can be at band Tuesday and Thursday. We are flexible for those people doing dual sports. So this is the competitions and the number of people required to play. So League of Legends is a Monday match. There are 5 people required to play, which means to host a team, we usually want to have at least 6 because we need a spare in case someone gets sick. Also on Monday is Fortnite, 6 players, 2 teams of 3 drop into Fortnite in a statewide drop. It's a humongous Fortnite melee going on at the same time against everyone in our region. Last time there were 99 players dropping in the exact same map at the exact same time. Match day for Overwatch is on Tuesday. That's a 5-person team. So for each team, I need at least 6 people to host. I will have a varsity and a JV team as long as I have 11 or 12 people. But if I only have 10, I only have a varsity team, which means people won't be able to compete as much. Chess we haven't ever had, but it is a Tuesday match with 5 players playing on that. And then the Wednesday, Thursday ones. Rocket League is a Wednesday, and it requires 3 people to be in it. Match can't start without 3. It's a 3v3. Super Smash is 5 players on Wednesday. Apex Legends, which is new this season, is 6 players, 2 trios. They also are on Wednesday. And then Mario Kart and Valorant, which I didn't somehow get on this sheet, are on Thursdays. That's who competes on Thursday. Mario Kart and Valorant compete on Thursdays. I expect all players to watch for Gmails from me and fill out Google Forms that I send out. They have to stay in the library from 2:45 until release at the end of the day to go get picked up by their parents or get their ride home. They are not allowed to leave without permission. However, if they come and ask me, they can go to the bathroom. They can take breaks and get food and drink from the cafeteria if they need to, or if they bring it with them, but they can't do that at the workstations. Those are supposed to be over at the table, and they're expected to clean up after themselves. Again, practices are 2:45 to 4:45. They should be downstairs in the mezz by 4:50 waiting for practices. We ask that no students bring other people to our practices. Priority for systems, we give them to practicing squads. And what that really means is if it's a Monday, Tuesday day and Overwatch is practicing, people that aren't on a Monday, Tuesday team are welcome to stay and practice if we have room for those people to practice. So if a Valorant player wants to practice on Monday and Tuesday but isn't on a Monday and Tuesday team, they can come as long as they have parental permission and a ride. But they may or may not get a system if they're all full. Right now, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Practice is practice. They should be listening to their captain who's running the individual matches, not gaming. They should be competing when they're here at practices. We have headsets available for our students. They each get issued a specific headset and they're expected to put them away neatly because they will get the same one every time, year after year. They are welcome to bring their own better headset if they have their own headsets. And if they do that, they just need to tell me so I don't assign them one of ours. The schedule is always up on a website that says it's bit.ly/NTHS eSports. That brings you to this web page, which shows you this slideshow, as a matter of fact, on the left-hand side, and it'll be updated with who's playing when. Right now, it just says we're practicing at 2:45 every Monday through Thursday. We also have a Moodle page for our students to be able to get information on, including our Discord invite to connect up with our team on Discord, and I put schedule information out there as well. We ask that students treat each other well. That's one of the things in esports. There's a lot of potential toxicity, and I really want our players to not be in that zone, to treat each other like we're on our own team and we're playing with and for each other, not cutting each other down. Again, here's the practice days that we're going to be going on. Students can be on a Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday, Thursday, or just one of them. And by the way, this one just got downgraded to Club. Apex Legends and Mario Kart are new, and Club only means that's the level of competition statewide. But since it's the first season and Club is the only option, those players can still get a varsity letter in those as well. We've already pretty much decided on the teams based on the numbers. So this is the numbers that originally signed up at the beginning of the season. We had enough for Fortnite and Overwatch. We did not have enough for League or Chess, so we don't have one of those. We didn't have enough for Rocket League, so we didn't have one. People moved from Rocket League to Smash. We actually do have enough for Smash, Valorant, Apex, and Mario Kart this season together. So we've already kind of set those up. Your students should know what team they're on, and they should be able to let you know what their general schedule is for esports at this time. And that's basically it for our introduction to esports here at National Trail High School.